Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so around a week ago I picked up a movie on 4K Blu-ray and it was the most conflicted I have ever been when it comes to watching a 4K disc. And I wanted to put this video together to get your opinion on this. I'm very curious to hear what you're going to say out there. So yes, the movie I picked up is Orphan First Kill. Now before I get talking about the 4K picture and the issues that I had with this, I just wanted to give you a quick heads up on the movie, but anyone that has seen the original Orphan movie, I think you really might enjoy this one. Now this is one of these movies that literally just came and went. I don't even remember seeing it in the box office, even though it did actually okay. I think I had a budget of around 10 million, grossed a little over 40 million. And I never seen a single review on the movie. I never seen a single review on the 4K picture. I haven't even seen a trailer to the movie. And my expectations were very, very low for it, but I have to admit, I had a good time with it. Now, when I knocked it on, it was on around 30-40 minutes and it did feel very, very similar to the previous Orphan movie. But then all of a sudden, it takes this turn, this unexpected turn. And then all of a sudden, the movie felt drastically different compared to the previous Orphan movie. And there was a bit more humour to this movie as well. And it was actually a welcome addition to this movie. And like I said, if you have seen the original Orphan movie, I think it's worth checking out. I really, really do. Now, the only little gripe that I have with the movie, a minor little nitpick, is this movie, the original Orphan movie, was shot, it was made 12 years ago. And they got the same girl back. And this movie is a prequel. So technically, she should look younger in this movie. But you can clearly see that 12 years have passed. She is much older looking. I don't care what kind of makeup that they tried to put onto her face. There is no hiding the fact that this girl does look younger. Or older, sorry. And it can be a little bit distracting. But then as soon as she speaks and you hear that sinister Russian accent coming out of her, she just slots right back into that character. And then all of a sudden these little nitpicks that you have kind of just fly away. They just blow away. And I really do like the actress in this movie. I think she does a wonderful job in it. Like I said, incredibly sinister. She can be scary at times. And I can't imagine anyone else playing Esther. She does such a wonderful job in the movie. So yes, I definitely recommend checking out the movie. Now, when it comes to the 4K picture, that's another thing altogether. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and set the scene here. So the start of this movie, when you knock it on, you get to see these incredible landscapes of Estonia. And the 4K picture looks beautiful, looks remarkable. Incredible fine detail across the board. And then all of a sudden the movie cuts into the institute where this young girl is staying. And then all of a sudden the picture drastically changes. Changes for the worst, I might add. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like the picture just become incredibly hazy. It's almost like you're watching it through a dreamlike state. And I couldn't believe what I was watching. You know, the black levels, there was no black levels. They're non-existent. Everything looks grey. And there was little to no difference. I can't imagine the HDR adding a whole lot to it. The colours were lifeless. The picture looked flat. Completely flat. There was a little bit of fine detail there, but not to the standards that you would normally see when it comes to a 4K release. And yeah, I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was just one of those things. The movie just went down. I actually thought it was just going to be the opening sequence. And then all of a sudden the movie kept going and going and going. And all of a sudden the picture just wasn't changing. And I honestly couldn't believe what I was looking at. Regardless of what I thought of the movie, there was no denying that you were in the midst of probably watching one of the worst looking 4K transfers you will ever see on the format. And this is actually a native 4K disc as well, I might add. So when the movie ended, I was like, you know what, I need to check this up. There was no way this was intentionally done. I actually thought maybe the HDR was implemented wrong. So I checked it up anyway, and apparently the director of this movie had a stylistic look for this movie. So yes, the haziness was put in there. The lifeless looking picture, the flatness was all stylistically done by this director. And there's where the conundrum is. Can you call this a poor 4K transfer when they stuck true to the source material? And it really got me thinking. I was like, wow, you know, there's no way I can sit here and bash this movie's 4K transfer because they stuck true to the director's intention of what this movie was meant to look like. So I knocked it on again and I had fresh eyes now after reading everything that I read. And look, You're never going to convince anyone that you're watching a 4K picture when you actually watch this movie. You're never going to convince anyone. You're definitely not going to sell discs, especially if you actually maybe show this in any kind of stores. You're just going to convince nobody. Now, me personally, I think this movie probably would have been more at home on Blu-ray. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't come with the Blu-ray, so I honestly don't know, but I cannot imagine the Blu-ray being drastically different, or this 4K being drastically different over the Blu-ray, because the HDR colors are simply not there. So everything I think that they accomplished on this disc should easily be accomplished on the Blu-ray. So maybe this movie should have been left on Blu-ray. But again, I'm very curious to hear your thoughts out there. If you have seen the Blu-ray, you know, let me know. Have you had the same issues that I was seeing on this 4K release? Again, just so unbelievably conflicted, you know, because, you know, how can you bash a 4K transfer when they stick true to the material? I honestly don't know. But as for the movie itself, look, I had a fun time with it. As for the 4K picture, 4K release of it, do I recommend it? I honestly don't know. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe you should be better off sticking with the Blu-ray, because there's a 5.1 DTS audio on this. It's the exact same as the Blu-ray as well. And I can't imagine you're getting a whole lot of a difference when it comes to picture quality. So that is it, folks. I just wanted to put that out there. Very curious to hear your thoughts on this one. I really, really do. It's a very, very strange looking 4K disc. And yeah, I'm so interested to hear what you're going to say out there. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And again, if you could, leave a comment down below. And again, share your thoughts on what you thought of this movie. And if you have seen the 4K transfer, let me know what you thought. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.